So I'm still not 100% thrilled that Bernie Sanders has chosen to stay a member of the Democratic Party when the divine has asked him to take a leap of faith and lead the People's Party. However, he has free will. So although I don't support that decision that he made, nor does the divine is still asking everyone to continue supporting Bernie Sanders as an individual because he is still the highest good for the United States. So he asked me to create this video reaching out to the Bernie Sanders fans, basically saying, don't stop believing. Keep supporting Bernie Sanders however you can, social media posts, however you want to do it. But keep his name up in the air like a volleyball because you are still aligned with divine intent and truth. So if you are aligning yourself with the truth and the light, it means you are an energetic match for fantastic things. And since the divine is cranking up the volume on the law of attraction, it's going to be even more important that you support Bernie Sanders now and also focus on power manifestation and asking for what you yourself would like as an individual because universal energies can bring that to you much faster when the divine cranks up the volume. So this is about pursuit of truth and pursuit of divine intent. So the divine wanted to let the Bernie Sanders supporters know he's still watching you. He's still taking notes. You're getting serious brownie points for doing this. And he also wanted me to acknowledge the fact that if you are making social media posts, he knows that you're getting a lot of nasty comments. And those nasty comments are actually coming from the dark. There's no gray. There's no gray. If your friends and family are telling you off on Facebook, there's no gray. They're speaking for the dark. There's no in between. You're either right or you're wrong. And the divine is telling you you're correct in supporting Bernie. So the people that are attacking you on social media are speaking for the dark. So the divine is saying that he's asking you to speak truth. He's not asking you to entertain criticism of it. See how that works? So he's basically saying, what are you allowing to happen to your soul? You don't have to die on your sword. You don't have to be a martyr in order to support Bernie Sanders. You don't have to be a martyr and allow yourself to be beaten up by the haters. Who cares? Who cares? My friend was looking at my YouTube channel and he's like, my gosh, this is like a spam folder. And I'm like, yep. I got news for you. When I go through my YouTube comments, I maybe read like 3 words and I'm like, delete, delete, delete. Because these people think they're disagreeing with me when they're not. They're disagreeing with the divine. And so I'm just a mortal watching another mortal disagree with the divine. And it's a really lame position to be in. And you are in the exact same position. You are supporting Bernie Sanders and you are watching a mortal disagree with the divine. It's a stupid, stupid position to be in. It's lame. So delete. Forgive and delete. Your Facebook page isn't a toilet. Tell people not to take a dump there. Their negative comments aren't welcome. Comments of support are welcome. Comments of other people who are aligned with the light and are speaking for the light are welcome. But people who are speaking for the dark, no, their comments aren't welcome. You don't have to field those. Delete. I don't even read them. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry you typed all that. Delete. Not my life purpose. It's not my life purpose. And the divine is asking you not to do it either. Don't do it. Why? Who cares? Who cares if they disagree with you? You're aligned with truth and they're not. So, he's saying that you can't control them. All you can control is yourself. So that's why he's saying control what you can control, which is yourself. So speak your truth. And, you're also being accountable for self-love and self-protection. And it's really funny because this society doesn't support decisions based in self-love. Oh, I spent the entire day doing volunteer work. Everyone's like, oh, how selfless of you. That's fantastic. Unconditional love for others, right? Then, oh, I spent, the day at the spa pampering myself. Must be nice. You get all the snide remarks. I get crap for deleting comments, and I just laugh at that because I'm like, yeah, I'm held accountable for what I'm allowing to happen to my soul, and I'm held accountable for self-love. So when you're speaking truth, you still have to demonstrate self-love by being self-protective. You're responsible for yourself. You have to be self-protective and not let people walk all over you. It doesn't mean you have to attack them back, but just forgive and delete. Forgive and delete. Let it go. So that's what he was saying, is he said, just shine your light and speak your truth. Speaking your truth and supporting Bernie Sanders doesn't require you being a martyr. You know, and he's saying Bernie is our highest good. So you're speaking for the light. And he's thanking you for that. And he's patting you on the back. And you're especially getting brownie points for supporting Bernie when the chips are down. And so he's also saying that you know in your head, heart, soul, gut that Bernie is everyone's highest good. So you're aligned with truth all on your own as an individual. Your free will put you there. Your free will put you aligned with truth. So ride the wave, take out that surfboard and ride the wave. So Donald Trump continues to be a threat to our national security. Reckless tweets that are anti-Muslim. Insults, calling Kim Jong-un a sick puppy, rocket man. He belittles him. He pokes his ego. Kim Jong-un's most recent missile launch said that he said it was a gift to old lunatic Donald Trump. So it's basically ego versus ego. And this is exactly what I saw in my crystal ball. So as a clairvoyant, I pretty much just want to jump under the couch and hide. Because this is exactly what I saw, is ego versus ego, and then Donald Trump's ego ends up getting us blown up, and the nuke explodes over the U.S. So that's the alternate reality of Trump stays president. The divine makes sure he doesn't. So it's kind of like as the train's going to switch tracks, but as the train gets closer to the area where it switches tracks, this situation's going to be more and more in everybody's face. And it's going to be right here, and people are going to start to get scared, and they're going to be like, holy crap. Especially since the divine is turning up the volume on the law of attraction, by the way. That's both good and bad, depending on the individual. Or the country, like us. On those days where you're feeling really, really scared and insecure about the future, and United States being an energetic match for bad things and heading into war, I want you to remember 2 words. Free will. Just keep remembering that. Just keep remembering that. Don't let those words go. If and when you get scared about the future, I need you to remember our free will was manipulated. Our election was not fair. We did not put ourselves here. We did not choose to put ourselves here. Our free will was manipulated. That's a big no-no with the other side, and the divine is intervening. Is the divine annoyed with the U.S. government that he has to intervene? Absolutely. Absolutely. But he is intervening nonetheless. We're protected, and I want you guys to remember that. However, the track that we are on, things are going to become more and more obvious to everyone. I need you to try to keep yourself calm because you're going to be okay. Okay? So as we move forward down this track, I want to let you know the train does switch tracks, okay? But the place where it switches is going to get closer and closer and closer, and it's going to become a little more scary. So just remember that. The divine has your back. He's reminding you of that, okay? Don't get scared. Everything's going to be fine. We're all going to learn in the process. Everyone's going to learn in the process, and we will be just fine. Okay? So, we have free will. Just remember that on those dark days. And the divine still has our back. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.